Good evening. I'm Judy Woodruff. We are interrupting PBS's regular programming to bring you live coverage of President Donald Trump's announcement of his choice for the Supreme Court of the United States. This is the seat left vacant by Justice Antonin Scalia, who died almost 1 year ago. The two front runners are reported to be both federal appeals court judges, Neil Gorsuch and Thomas Hardiman. They and their families reportedly have both been flown to Washington. Joining us briefly from the White House lawn is our own John Yang. So, John, we understand that there's a reception that's been going on there?
That's right, a reception for congressional leaders. Most of those leaders have now moved into the East Room. But believe it or not, Judy, both of those judges were invited to this reception. Both came here, Judge Hardiman actually driving himself from Pittsburgh to be here tonight. This gives this a feel of sort of a game show, reality TV. As we know, this is a president from his campaign, most unconventional, loves showmanship, perhaps more than tradition, and having a most untraditional announcement tonight. Also spotted in the room, former Reagan Attorney General Ed Meese and Faith and Freedom leader Ralph Reed. Judy?
And, John, we are expecting the president any moment now to come out into the East Room. The lectern for the president is set with the hallway behind him. It's a very dramatic entrance. I do see people standing up. I can't yet see who's walking down the hall toward the lectern, but the cameras are trained on that place. Here is the President of the United States coming to the microphone, President Donald Trump.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. When Justice Scalia passed away suddenly last February, I made a promise to the American people. If I were elected president, I would find the very best judge in the country for the Supreme Court. I promise to select someone who respects our laws and is representative of our Constitution and who loves our Constitution, and someone who will interpret them as written. This may be the most transparent judicial selection process in history. Months ago, as a candidate, I publicly presented a list of brilliant and accomplished people to the American electorate and pledged to make my choice from among that list. Millions of voters said this was the single most important issue to them when they voted for me for president. I am a man of my word. I will do as I say, something that the American people have been asking for from Washington for a very, very long time. Today, thank you. Today, I am keeping another promise to the American people by nominating Judge Neil Gorsuch of the United States Supreme Court to be of the United States Supreme Court. And I would like to ask Judge Gorsuch and his wonderful wife, Louise, to please step forward. Please, Louise, Judge. Here they come. Here they come. So was that a surprise? Was it? I have always felt that after the defense of our nation, the most important decision a president of the United States can make is the appointment of a Supreme Court justice. Depending on their age, a justice can be active for 50 years, and his or her decisions can last a century or more. and can often be permanent. I took the task of this nomination very seriously. I have selected an individual whose qualities define, really, and I mean closely define, what we're looking for. Judge Gorsuch has outstanding legal skills, a brilliant mind, tremendous discipline, and has earned bipartisan support. When he was nominated to the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals, he was confirmed by the Senate unanimously. Also, that's unanimous. Can you believe that nowadays with what's going on? Yeah. Does that happen anymore? Does it happen? I think it's going to happen, maybe again. Also with us tonight is Maureen Scalia, a woman loved by her husband and deeply respected by all. I am so happy she is with us. Where is Maureen? Please stand up. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you, Maureen. She is really the ultimate representative of the late, great Justice Antonin Scalia, whose image and genius was in my mind throughout the decision-making process. Not only are we looking at the writings of the nominee, and I studied them closely, but he is said to be among the finest and most brilliant, oftentimes, the writings of any judge for a long, long time. And his academic credentials, something very important to me, and that education has always been a priority, are as good as I have ever seen. He received his undergraduate degree from Columbia with honors. He then received his law degree from Harvard, also with honors, where he was a Truman Scholar. After Harvard, he received his doctorate at Oxford, where he attended as a Marshall Scholar, one of the top academic honors anywhere in the world. After law school, he clerked on the Supreme Court for both Justices Byron White and Anthony Kennedy. It is an extraordinary resume, as good as it gets. Judge Gorsuch was born and raised in Colorado and was taught the value of independence, hard work, and public service. While in law school, he demonstrated a commitment to helping the less fortunate. He worked in both Harvard Prison Legal Assistance Projects and Harvard Defenders Program. Brilliance being assured, I studied every aspect of his life. He could have had any job at any law firm for any amount of money. But what he wanted to do with his career was to be a judge, to write decisions, and to make an impact by upholding our laws and our Constitution. The qualifications of Judge Gorsuch are beyond dispute. He is the man of our country and a man who our country really needs, and needs badly, to ensure the rule of law and the rule of justice. I would like to thank Senate leadership. I only hope that both Democrats and Republicans can come together for once for the good of the country. Congratulations to you and your family. May God bless you. May God bless our glorious nation. Judge Gorsuch, the podium, sir, is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. President, thank you very much. Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, you and your team have shown me great courtesy in this process, and you've entrusted me with a most solemn assignment. Standing here in a house of history and acutely aware of my own imperfections, I pledge that if I am confirmed, I will do all my powers permit to be a faithful servant of the Constitution and laws of this great country. For the last decade, I've worked as a federal judge in a court that spans 6 western states, serving about 20% of the continental United States and about 18 million people. The men and women I've worked with at every level in our circuit are an inspiration to me. I've watched them fearlessly tending to the rule of law, enforcing the promises of our Constitution, and living out daily their judicial oaths to administer justice equally to rich and poor alike, following the law as they find it and without respect to their personal political beliefs. I think of them tonight. Of course, the Supreme Court's work is vital not just to a region of the country, but to the whole, vital to the protection of the people's liberties under law and to the continuity of our Constitution, the greatest charter of human liberty the world has ever known. The towering judges that have served in this particular seat of the Supreme Court, including Antonin Scalia and Robert Jackson, are much in my mind at this moment. Justice Scalia was a lion of the law. Agree or disagree with him, all of his colleagues on the bench cherish his wisdom and his humor. And like them, I miss him. I began my legal career working for Byron White, the last Coloradan to serve on the Supreme Court, and the only justice to lead the NFL in rushing. He was one of the smartest and most courageous men I've ever known. When Justice White retired, he gave me the chance to work for Justice Kennedy as well. Justice Kennedy was incredibly welcoming and gracious. And like Justice White, he taught me so much. I am forever grateful. And if you've ever met Judge David Sentell, you'll know just how lucky I was to land a clerkship with him right out of school. Thank you. These judges brought me up in the law. Truly, I would not be here without them. Today is as much their day as it is mine. In the balance of my professional life, I've had the privilege of working as a practicing lawyer and teacher. I've enjoyed wonderful colleagues whose support means so much to me at this moment, as it has year in and year out. Practicing in the trial work trenches of the law, I saw too that when we judges don our robes, it doesn't make us any smarter, but it does serve as a reminder of what's expected of us. Impartiality and independence, collegiality and courage. As this process now moves to the Senate, I look forward to speaking with members from both sides of the aisle, to answering their questions and to hearing their concerns. I consider the United States Senate the greatest deliberative body in the world, and I respect the important role the Constitution affords it in the confirmation of our judges. I respect, too, the fact that in our legal order, it is for Congress and not the courts to write new laws. It is the role of judges to apply, not alter, the work of the people's representatives. A judge who likes every outcome he reaches is very likely a bad judge, stretching for results he prefers rather than those the law demands. I am so thankful tonight for my family, my friends, and my faith. These are the things that keep me grounded at life's peaks and that sustain me in its valleys. To Louise, my incredible wife and companion of 20 years, my cherished daughters who are watching on TV, and all my family and friends, I cannot thank you enough for your love and for your prayers. I could not attempt this without you. Mr. President, I am honored and I am humbled. Thank you very much.
We have been watching President Trump's announcement of federal judge Neil Gorsuch as his pick to fill the vacant seat, that 9th empty seat for almost the past year on the United States Supreme Court. As we watch the crowd in the East Room continue to applaud the president and Judge Gorsuch, we're back in our studio Joined by our guests here, Elizabeth Wydra, president of the Progressive Constitutional Accountability Center, and Michael Carvin, former Deputy Assistant Attorney General in the Office of Legal Counsel during the Reagan administration. He is now in private practice. Welcome back to both of you. Let me start with you, Michael Carvin. We heard President Trump call Neil Gorsuch eminently qualified. He talked of him in the mold of Antonin Scalia, whose seat he will fill. What do we know about Judge Gorsuch?
He's probably as brilliant as Scalia. He's devoted to the rule of the law in the same way that Scalia is. Scalia's a New Yorker. He's from the West, so the personalities, as you probably saw right there, are a little different. He's very modest, circumspect, and universally respected in a very partisan town like Washington, D.C. As President Trump noted, he got broad bipartisan support when he was nominated to the 10th Circuit, and there's a lot of people on both sides of the aisle that have genuine respect for his intellect and his honesty.
In fact, he said, Elizabeth Wydra, the president, did, that when he came up for confirmation in the Senate, it was unanimous for him, which is unusual these days.
Yeah, you know, I think we used to have more unanimous confirmations, but it's very different to be a justice than a judge on a lower appellate court. And that's why it's so important here to look very carefully at his record. He said many of the things that many of us want to hear, but we need more than just lip service. We need to see a record that shows that he is faithful to the Constitution, and not just the parts he likes. He has been talked about as an originalist. Well, does that just apply to the parts of the Constitution like gun rights that he might have matching policy preferences for? Does it also apply to the amended Constitution that made our country more equal, more just, and more free, and gave broad powers to the federal government to enforce civil rights, enforce voting rights, and make sure that there's no discrimination against people of color, religious minorities, and women? So we're going to be looking very closely at the record in the weeks to come.
So, Michael Carvin, what are the questions going to be about him? What stands out in his writings and his decisions as a judge that you think are going to be the markers through this confirmation process?
Again, faithful adherence to the law is certainly the dominant characteristic of what he's done. He pursues results even if he doesn't like them. For example, he struck down a campaign finance law in Colorado. I think most noteworthy among his opinions is the Hobby Lobby opinion, which was affirmed by the Supreme Court, which interpreted the Religious Freedom and Restoration Act to allow people to escape the contraceptive mandate if they had strongly held religious beliefs against it. I don't think he has the kind of track record where he's dealt with every conceivable issue that's come before the court, but that's really an unrealistic requirement. I think what the senators should be looking for is he the kind of person who's an honest broker and will follow the law and not impose his own policy preferences. I'm afraid that hasn't always been the case with Democratic senators when they were assessing Clarence Thomas and Justice Alito and Chief Justice Roberts. I'm hoping that we can return to an old system and accord them the kind of deference that was afforded to, for example, Justice Ginsburg and Justice Breyer when they were put forward a fair and low-key hearing.
And you're right, that has been the city of Washington, and our political system, our political atmosphere has certainly grown more polarized since then. But Elizabeth Wydra, a moment ago, you mentioned some of your questions or the questions you'd like to see posed to him. Where do you think the main concerns will be for Democrats as they look at his record?
Yeah, I think part of that is, as Michael said, not every issue has come before him in his time on the Court of Appeals. And so that's why the hearing and the questionnaire and everything that goes around this is incredibly important. Because there, in addition to substantive questions, you know, and those are legion, especially when you have a process like we had here, where President Trump said during his campaign repeatedly that he had several litmus tests for the nominee, which is kind of problematic. We normally don't do that in our nominee processes because it suggests maybe that you're guaranteeing to the president you're going to vote a certain way in a case, and we want our justices to take the cases as they come. But I think there's going to be an additional focus here on whether the nominee is going to be someone who will be truly independent. And that's something that I think the hearing will be very important. There'll be a lot of questions about that. Whether
what do you mean
can
independent?
Serve as a check on constitutional violations, potential corruption. The judiciary plays an incredibly important role in our democratic constitutional system, and the Supreme Court is at its pinnacle. So you want someone who will really follow the law where it leads and not be beholden to any particular political agenda, and particularly not feel beholden to the president who is nominating you to be on the court.
Michael Carvin, if those are the questions that are put to Judge Gorsuch, how would he answer them?
President Lincoln famously said if we asked Justice Chase a question on a case that was going to be in front of him in the Supreme Court, we would despise him if he answered it. And that's the problem, right? You cannot have a judge prejudge the decisions that are going to come before him. It's certainly fair game to ask their general judicial philosophy and their general approach to the law, but to ask for some kind of reverse litmus test where Democratic senators are saying, will you rule this way in a particular case, is just as destructive of judicial independence as doing it up front. So I think, again, you can certainly probe deeply into the way he will approach the law. You cannot ask for a specific commitment on a case that could come before him.
We were talking just a moment ago before just as we heard the president's announcement, Elizabeth Wydra, that Judge Gorsuch would be the first person who had served as a clerk to a Supreme Court justice to then be serving alongside that justice. He referred to having served as a justice both for Byron White, or I'm sorry, as a clerk for Justice Byron White and Justice Anthony Kennedy. Assuming he's confirmed, he'll be serving alongside Justice Kennedy. How will a Neil Gorsuch change the texture of this court?
Well, I think that's why we need to look so closely at his record. You know, we see, comparing him to Justice Kennedy, just as recently as last term, voted to uphold the right of women to choose to have an abortion. Given this litmus test that Donald Trump purportedly has about having someone on the bench who will overturn Roe, you know, that's obviously a clear contrast. I think people are also going to be looking at the religious liberty aspects here, another one of those litmus tests that Trump said he would use. And that Hobby Lobby case that Michael referenced, where a lot of people see that they were putting the rights of corporations above the right of women to access contraception to which they are entitled under the law.
Michael Carvin, just in a few seconds, what do you think is going to get the most attention in his record as we get ready to hear him before the confirmation hearings?
I don't think there's anything explosive there. I think the explosions will come depending on the Democrats' attitude about this. This can be a very low-key, respectful hearing. I'm a little nervous that because of the Merrick Garland hangover and the general reaction to what President Trump has done, we will revisit the kind of contentious hearings that we had for Clarence Thomas and other wonderful jurists who were treated very shabbily by the Judiciary Committee.
Merrick Garland, of course, being President Obama's pick for this seat on the court. Republicans refused to hold hearings for Merrick Garland starting last February, arguing that that this seat was something the next president should name. So for now, that wraps up our coverage of this historic announcement. We're going to return you, thanking Michael Carvin and Elizabeth Wydra. We're going to return you to PBS and member stations for regular programming. For all of you on the West Coast, we're going to be back at the top of the hour with the News Hour. And join us tomorrow when I sit down at the White House with Vice President Mike Pence for his first interview since taking office. I'm Judy Woodruff. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon.
This program was made possible by viewers like you. Thank you.
Temporarily prohibiting citizens of 7 majority Muslim countries from entering the U.S. Perhaps chief among these, does it make the U.S. any safer? Both today and yesterday, White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer fielded queries from reporters.
What's going wrong with our batteries?
Massive recall.
They're critical for electric vehicles and fighting climate change.
We need renewable energy storage.
Which elements can solve the world's problems?